had a big long list, and we had this music festival to play that day, and I was like, Ben, what do you think of Hume? He's like, yeah, that's good, let's go play the festival. And that was it. Me and Ben were recording. We met in French class, and I said, "I hear you like Devendra Banhart." He said, "Yeah, he's okay."
Yeah, he's alright. Let's get together.
And then he came over, and I was recording some songs very crappily on the computer, and Ben listened to it. And, yeah, crappily. And Ben listened to it, and he's like,
I can do that better.
I could do that better. And I was like, oh, okay.
Which was true.
Then we recorded some songs, and then I got a girlfriend, and I didn't talk to Ben for like 9 months.
6 months.
6 months.
I remember.
And then we ran into each other again. But aside from that, me and Adam have been playing music since high school. We were in a high school band, heavy metal band and stuff. And these guys jammed out forever. And
we're brothers.
yeah, and these guys are brothers.
Well, I didn't like them when I first met them.
You guys begged me.
Yeah.
You didn't like him?
I didn't like them when I first met them.
I didn't like him either, actually, first time. Wait,
I thought Ben didn't like me when he first met me.
I
don't think he did.
Loved you all before. Well, I'm a shy guy, so like new people come around, I'm like, oh, I'm cool with people I know. The first time I met you, I don't know you. And me and Sam have been together 2 years.
Well,
And what kind of music did you
with
sing?
The first show
everybody,
with everybody was last
May 26th of last year, so it's almost a full year. Yeah, this is definitely more of a jazz feel, but I think this whole band and what we're trying to do is still a learning experience. I don't think any of us really have gotten to the point where we want to be as musicians. and probably never will.
We really don't know what the hell we're doing.
But no, we're still trying to figure it out.
Wait, you walked through fashion?
Twice.
Yeah, there was some in the back room there going on.
We're playing this kind of like all these artists go together and
big artists.
we just finished and I was kind of upset, so I went off stage and came back to tear down our equipment, which we were supposed to
and he
do.
didn't know there was a fashion show going on, and he just moseyed on in there. And everybody's
some
looking
stuff.
at him like, who the fuck is this buffoon?
Were you dressed
At least you weren't
the model guy looked at me
You
and
were
I'm
wearing
like,
your
what?
Blue Marlin shirt, weren't you?
Yeah,
You
I was doing my own fashion show. I don't know what everyone was so pissed about.
It's just all about the crowd, and we like the bars, because especially like the dive bars, because you know, yeah, people are crowded, they're sweaty, they're dirty, they're drunk. That's what we like.
We seem not to care how they look, so we don't care how we look.
Yeah, we don't give a
It's just hopefully everyone has fun.
We're family.
Okay.
We are a family. First and foremost, for a band, we are a family. That's the only way it will survive. That's the only way we'll respect each other and you know, take it as far as we want to take it.
You gotta be able to hate each other. But
We
still
wake
love
up,
each other.
which I do.
I wake up smelling these guys as shit, so and
We
they wake
live
up
in
smelling my
this
shit.
facility.
Yeah, we gotta put up with each other's
And I don't live here, so they go out of their way to make sure that I smell their shit.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable.
Favorite Disney princess?
Jasmine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sexy.
I answered that way too quickly.
Yeah.
Turn the camera back on.
It's on.
So we never lock our doors.
We always wield weapons.
But even
Well, if you got a song you want to hear, let us know. We're Universal Sound right from here in Madison.
Go back and get more food.
And I've been in the band since 1986. When I initially moved to Madison, I was working with a different band, and the players in Madison are a pretty close-knit community, so we knew of each other. And back in 1986, I was coming off the road with the band looking for something to do, and they needed a drummer on an interim basis, and I said, well, I'm available, so I took that on an interim basis, and then I guess that interim basis turned into 26, well, however many years it is now, since 1986. Well, I was in the 5th grade, and the Beatles were just starting to make their splash in the United States, and we decided that we were going to be the next Beatles, some friends and I. And my dad was a drummer, so the natural pick for me was drums because there was a built-in drum set. And we never became the next Beatles. Go figure. It was kind of interesting because in the 5th grade we were doing the popular songs of the day, but none of our voices had changed, so we sounded like Elvin and the Chipmunks doing them. That was a time when the drinking age in Wisconsin was split. From 18 to 21 you could go to beer bars.
Okay.
And in order to go to a tavern you had to be over 21. And I lived in Stevens Point, which has a University of Wisconsin University. And so there was beer bars all around the university campus. So we started playing occasionally in the beer bars, but for like the fraternity parties, which was also an eye-opener when you're in 5th grade. But, so those were my first experiences playing. And I ended up actually in a band that the leader of the band was the fellow who had hired my father years previous. And that's worked with his band from 19... five bands. That's not many, really.
Okay.
Most guys are in a lot more. Some interesting things have happened. I remember this would have been in the early 80s. When I was on the road, I was playing with a three-piece band, and we were playing in, oh gosh, what was it? Fort Madison, Iowa, which is a kind of tough town. It's on a river, which lends its own flavor. There's a major truck route through the town, and it's the state of Iowa, one of the state of Iowa's maximum security prisons. So a lot of the people who have their loved ones in the prison had moved into town to be near and dear to them. And all of the worst elements of those three things seemed to congregate at the bar we were playing at. And I don't remember the name of it, but it was run by a little hunchback woman, with God as my witness, a little hunchback woman. And we were playing the first set of the first night, and a fight broke out, and a guy pulled a knife on another guy. And the bouncer came up behind him. Actually, it wasn't a bouncer, it was the little old lady. Came up, and she had a piece of concrete rebar about that long. And she went up the side of the guy's head who had the knife, and he dropped. The bouncer came and grabbed him and was dragging him out. And she walked up to kind of shuffled up to the stage, and she's still holding this piece of rebar. And she looks at us and says, "Now, I don't want you boys to get the wrong idea. This kind of thing hardly ever happens in here." And that's probably one of the more memorable performances.
fell in love with it, and then ran into Catfish on the street playing the sweet guitar that he has, and then just kind of fell into the music and stuff, and I mean, I was playing harmonica at that point in time, or wanting to learn. Because I never, like, I used to play trumpet before, but I never was, like, play, like, a serious instrument, you know, so I figured harmonica would be something that I might be able to grasp. But yeah, so he picked up guitar and then like absolutely fell in love with it, which I'm doing right now. I can't believe like when I first started learning, like listening to these CDs, these dudes playing, there's just a flurry of sound coming my way and I didn't know what to do with it. So the head's about to explode. But slowly but surely it's kind of coming along, which is cool.
How long have you been playing guitar?
Probably about like 5.5, 6 months now. Play the jig in the spring, that jig never won't be. Check it down once a while, hard to play. Play the jig in the fall, that jig never won at all. Jack it down was a hard to play. Play the jig against the ace, see the starvation in my face. Jack it down was a hard to play. Fell down on my knees, cried, Lord have mercy. Jack it down was a hard to play. Play the jig against the dew.
How long have you been playing harmonica for?
About seriously for like 3 years probably. But
Okay.
I've had one for a while, but I didn't get serious about it until meeting Catfish and talking to that dude about music and how he started and everything. And
How did he start?
he was in a family band. He was in like a family jug band. His mom, like his dad, like his siblings, and then so he would like play harmonica he would play harmonica and that, and then think about how you just picked up guitar because more money, I suppose. It's kind of hard making money with a harmonica. I mean, he lives a modest lifestyle, but he's at liberty to do whatever he wants, you know? Like, if he wants to go out fishing for a little bit, like, that's cool. He doesn't have to wear a suit. That's cool. Although wearing suits sometimes can be a real trip. Was I always into music? Is that the question you asked me?
Yeah. When did you start getting into music? Were you when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, like I was just dancing around.
Yeah.
Dancing all over the joint. Like my mom, I remember my mom asked me, she's like, what do you want to do? What do you want to be when you grow up? And I was like, Michael Jackson. I used to dance real good like Michael Jackson. But I don't know. I mean, music has always had like a hold in my soul, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I didn't know what I wanted to do until fairly recently. I mean, I've been in and out of school, and it's the only thing that like not gives me pleasure, but it's the only thing that I've ever found in my life that I was like super passionate about, and like the only thing that I've worked hard for. Like I work hard, but it's the only thing that I've ever worked hard for people actually appreciate. And like I mean, I'm a hard worker, but like I'm kind of tired of working for other people, and I'd rather work hard for myself. So I mean, we'll see. If I really want it, it'll happen, you know?
Yeah.
So, still scary though, that's for sure. In the fall, that Jack never won at all. Jack and Diamond was a hard card to play. Play the Jack against the ace. See the starvation in my face. Jack and Diamond